Essjay Hartshorn and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am a beauty business coach and my YouTube channel BBB Beauty Business Builder is here to help you within the beauty, hair and aesthetic industry to be seen. Gone are the days when we can rely on time for exchange services. I teach and coach entrepreneurs like you to leverage their skills, find new alternative ways to generate a revenue, and to become unstoppable and a celebrity in your field. So if you want to know more, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Click the bell, subscribe now, and check out my other videos. And I look forward to helping you and your beauty business. Bye for now. It's Essjay Hartshorn here and welcome to another podcast. Essjay Hartshorn from BBB Beauty Business Builder. So today's quite an exciting podcast for me because I have been working relentlessly, put my heart, soul, life, blood, sweat and tears into a program that I will be launching very soon. And I wanted to share a few insights about the facts and the figures that I've actually put into this program to open up people's minds a little bit within the industry. So this is the place to be, this is the podcast and the channel to be if you are a beauty entrepreneur, you're in the personal care industry and you're wanting to be worth more, you're wanting to break the mould, you're wanting to break boundaries, and you're wanting to be flying high for this new era that we're coming into. The industry, the world has changed a lot, and I believe that we as entrepreneurs, we as beauty entrepreneurs need to be value creators, we need to be giving knowledge, we need to be helping our clients and our following in alternative ways and not generating income solely from active work, hands-on active work. So that is what I coach and that is what I teach and that is what I did with my beauty business. If you are a keen listener, then thank you so much for staying connected with me. If you are new to this, then you'll probably after this episode want to go back to the beginning because I do take you on a bit of a journey, starting right at the beginning to kind of get you to where I am today and to get you thinking along the way I think and the way I work and what I help and support people with. So do take it back from, to the beginning. So, like I say in all my podcasts, a lot of my recent podcasts especially, is that we are here as hair, beauty, aesthetics, face painters, physios, chiropractors, whatever we are here to serve our clients. So we are there to help, support and serve our clients. Now, we've always been trained and we've always been taught that the only way is by touching our clients, and I, over these last couple of years, have realised that is not a sustainable future. It isn't a sustainable future for the business, the profits, for your time. The most valuable thing in our life is time. And if we want to earn more money, we have to work more hours. So, what I believe strongly and what I teach my clients to do, my students that follow me, that I help and mentor and support, is that our clients still want us. They still want us and they want that end result. But how can we get that end result and deliver that differently? And looking at exploring these more passive ways of generating a revenue. So today's podcast is actually just going to be some exact facts and figures that I want to give you, because I think a lot of people, when they are working on clients, currently right now, I think we're mid-March, we're not actually working on clients at the moment because of the lockdown. But when we do, we get caught up in the rat race. We get caught up by just getting money through the till. Client comes in, money through the till, 30, 40, 50, 100 quid, whatever it may be. And we work solely on filling our diary, jam-packed, and getting the clients in the diary. And if we are working at, say, the lower end profit, the lower end beauty services, so beauty therapists, hairdressers, nail extensions, that type of thing, we're probably working on average between around £30 a client or £30 an hour. If we're looking more at the permanent makeup, the aesthetics, the laser, we'll be looking at around about £150 an hour, you know? So when you look at it per hour, it's fantastic. £30 an hour is fantastic. So when we look at what we are putting through the till per hour, it's great. When it's coming in, it is great. But what I want to share with you now, I've got all this written down, so I'm going to be looking down at this. But what I want to share with you now is how that actually breaks down. So how it will break down fully, and I want to give you what it is, what you are actually taking for yourself to take home per hour. And these findings are going to shock you. Now, what I will say, I am doing a full live presentation with a slideshow and everything to show you this. So if you're listening to this podcast and you think, holy shit, that, you know, I need to know more about this, why am I working this way, I need to break this habit, then make sure you reach out to me on my social media platforms, and then you can connect with me and watch the live presentation, and you can get all your questions answered. You can get to see exactly the facts and figures. Now, these facts and figures are from people in the industry in my area right now, okay? The more higher end ticket items, which is obviously what I do as a in my skin aesthetics and permanent makeup, is figures from me, okay? They're my figures on how I used to work, okay? And the other ones are from figures from hair and beauty and nail specialists. So I want to break this down for you. Now, obviously you can't see it, that's why I'm saying make sure you connect with me and get to see my live presentation. But I want to kind of just give you a few little figures to listen to, and then take it away with you and just think about that. Because the way I look at this is, if we continue down this path of time for money exchange, and rely 75% of our income on that, we'll be working well into our retirement. We won't have a business that works for us when we don't work, okay? We all know how hard it is to take holidays, how hard it is to cancel a full day of clients because your daughter's ill and we've got to cancel the clients for the day. It impacts us massively. COVID, yeah? We can't touch our clients. It's stopped. And this is because we are charging time for money exchange. We have to touch people. We have to put in the time to then get our money. And that is why our business models are not sustainable. So I teach people to almost get a 4-part model, which I've gone over in other podcasts. I like to say, go back and listen to some others. But I teach people to decrease that time for money exchange to 25%, because we still want to do it. We still love touching our clients and we love that treatment, but we can't rely solely on that. And these figures that I'm going to share with you now are going to blow your mind. Okay, so let's say this is based on somebody that would say do a set of nail extensions, okay? An hour's service, a set of nail extensions, a £30 treatment, or you know, they'd have a £60 hair treatment in, which would take them a couple of hours. So this is on average your hair, beauty and nail clinics, okay, your nail salons. So let's say you get on average £30 an hour. Now, we all know that we work long hours. We probably do about 7 hours a day, 5 days a week, yeah? Now, realistically, with wash down, setup, a few little breaks throughout the day, we might only do 6 hours. So let's take an hour off that. So we're only doing technically 6 hours. Now, if we think about what we are doing after hours, the things that nobody sees. So we would probably spend a couple of hours outside of them hours, and we all know we do it in the morning, we do it in the night time, we do it first thing in the morning the next day, where we're messaging clients back and forth, we're trying to secure appointments, we're creating content for our social media, we are chasing client reviews, we're sending out aftercare, we're sending out patch test kits, we're chasing up retouch appointments, we're doing all this after hours all these after hours jobs. Now that has to be put into account. So our day then increases to a 9-hour day. So then technically we're working 9 hours for 6 hours hands-on, money in the till. Okay, so you're looking at, if that is for a week, so you're looking at £900 a week that you'll be putting through the till, which sounds pretty good. We all like your £900 a week is not bad for the industry that we're in. So when you start looking at your outgoings, you've got your rental, your commission, your bills, your electric, your travel, your stock. You've got all these costs that are regular, weekly, monthly costs that you have to take into account. Now, like I say, I have got this from somebody in the industry. So all this breaking down, you're looking, £150 rental, commissions, bills, electric, travel, lunch, £100. Product costs, probably about £8 per £30 treatment, let's say, because we do have a good markup when it comes to the product cost, and that's what a lot of people just think of. They just think of the product cost markup. They don't think about all the other factors. So now your outgoings, when you add all that up, you're now looking at a weekly income of £400 a week. Now, when you actually get this £400 and then you divide that by the amount of hours you've worked, don't forget you've done 7 hours in salon, you've done a couple of hours after hours to follow all these appointments through, to do the social media, to create content, replying to messages and everything else that nobody sees. You are technically, when you break all that down, you are earning £8.88 per hour. So from £30 an hour going through the till, breaking everything down in terms of your product costs, your expenses, the after hours that you're working where you don't put money through the till, you're only now earning £8.88. Now, it doesn't stop there. This is the interesting part. It doesn't stop there. You need to break that down further, because what happens is we don't work, for one, we're not crammed 6 hours a day every single day of the week. So we've got to take into account that we'll not always be fully booked. But putting that to one side, if we just think about holidays, so we say 6 weeks off in the year, we want a couple of holidays, a few days here and there for appointments, weekends away, whatever it may be. If you then build that into your annual income, because obviously if you're away on holiday, you're not putting money through the till because you can't treat clients, you break all that down, you are now earning £7.82 per hour for a £30 treatment. So when you look at that, you think, shit, is that it? Is that it? And a lot of people out there in the industry haven't done the figures, haven't done the numbers. If you actually do your numbers, you will be shocked. And this is what I say to people. Well, for starters, £7.85 per hour, the average national living wage is £8.75, yeah? And the national minimum wage is £8.21. So you're now earning less than the national minimum wage for all this extra stress of running a business and running a column. You could work in McDonald's, less stress, less pressure, go do your job and come back home. So you're now earning less than the national minimum wage. So when you break it all right down and look at your expenses, look at your time off, look at the extra hours that you are putting in, it is not sustainable. This validates that you working this way in the personal care industry you will work well into your retirement and you will not have a profitable business. The only way that you will gain more money is by working more hours. And we don't want to work more hours for more money because we want our free time. That is the whole idea of this, to enable us to create ways where we earn more money and we're putting in less time. That is what we need. Creating systems in our business that can automate everything for us. Creating ways that we can chase client reviews without actually having to physically chase client reviews. All of this is what I have done in my business, and all this is what I've put in my business program, which is, like I said, is due to be launched. So let's say there's some people listening that think, oh, well, I charge a lot more than that. Okay, I do permanent makeup, I do skin aesthetics, injectables. Okay, so what tends to happen is if you are just offering the £30 treatments, you think to yourself, you know what, I want more money. What do I do? Let's advance my skills. I did it. Let's throw £20,000 at some training and learn how to do permanent cosmetics. Let's advance our skills. So then you start getting all these extra courses, and probably spend between the region of £5,000 and £20,000 to advance you to an esthetician. And this is what we all do because we believe this is the only way to earn money, extra money. So if we then do all of that, these are exact figures from my accounts, my books, when I had a 1-room clinic and I was performing clients. So this is fact, okay? I want to just stress that this is fact. I have not just cherry-picked figures from the sky. So on average, you're looking at about £150 per hour for the service. I normally charge between £300 and £400 for a set of eyebrows, but they'll need me for an hour and a half, and then they'll need me for another hour 4 weeks later. So on average, you're looking at £150 per hour. So same again, working 7 hours a day, 5 days a week, yeah? We probably only could work hands-on for 5 hours because we have a lot more setup, downtime, consultation. We have a lot more time that we have to spend between clients than what you would do in a hair salon or a beauty salon. So hands-on, five sets of £150. So when we work that out, you're looking at a 45-hour week because same again, we've got the after hours jobs that need doing. So ordering the stock, booking in clients, so sorting out social media, marketing, emails, chasing reviews, doing all the extra parts of the business. So we are technically doing a 9-hour day. Now, when we break all that down, we've got a weekly income of £3,750. Sounds pretty nice, okay? So that's all we see. We see the money coming in. We see the 3,750, and we're like, damn, this is a good week. Now this is flat out. Okay. If we're working flat out, 5 lots of £150 in the diary. We know that's not realistic, but I want to give you, the top line figure, let's say. So when we start looking at our outgoings, when we specialize in a service and when we advance our skills, we have big, hefty training, okay? Massive. I used to probably spend up to about 20 grand a year on training, on conferences, on seminars. We always spend a lot more when we get to these high ticket items. So when we take all of that into account, so our training, our setup fees to do that service, our rental, our commission, our bills, our product cost goes through the roof. If you're doing aesthetics, injectables, straight away with every £150 Botox you're doing or £200 treatment, you have to pay a prescriber, which is £40 per client. So there is all these added costs that are put in there, and these added costs are a lot higher than what they are if you are doing hair, beauty and nails. So when you work all that out, you are now earning £2,559 a week. Still not bad, okay? Still not bad. It's gone from just under 4,000 to 2.5, but it's still not bad. Now, when we then look at time off, we want to obviously have time off, a couple of holidays a year or one holiday, let's say, and obviously time off for appointments, the kids, weekends away. All of that has to come into account because they're the times that we're not earning any money. We're not earning anything. So we have to work it out on a year as an average and not just as when you're working at your busy time. It needs to be calculated for the whole 52 weeks of the year. So when you take all that into consideration and you break it all down with your expenses, you're now earning £23.04 per hour, which isn't a bad per hour rate. But that's gone from £150. So from £150 hour service, you are now technically putting in your pocket or putting in your profits £21.04. Now let's talk realistically. Now I still am a very sought after permanent makeup technician. Now my diary was always very busy, okay? But I still wasn't working flat out every single hour of every single day. I'd probably say I worked at 2/3, okay? So if we look at 2/3 of our year fully booked. Take into account quiet periods, busier periods. So let's say 2/3. We then work that out. We are now at £15.36 per hour. So when you start right back at the beginning, £150, you're now technically only earning £15 an hour. It is shocking. You need to sit and do your figures because it will blow your mind, because what we all do is just look at the cash coming in. We look at the cash coming in, we look at the deposits coming in, we look at the transfers of our clients. That's what we look at. We don't break it all down and start looking at the full figure. We submit everything to our accountant sits there and talks to us and we're like, oh yeah, whatever. We don't understand it and we don't look into it. But if you did this and you looked into it, then you would realize that, okay, this business model is broken. I now need to break the mold. I cannot and I will not continue down this path, because we all want more money eventually. We all want nicer things. We all want bigger things and better things, or we all want more time off. So if you want more time off, we earn less money. So we need to be looking at them longer term goals and thinking, right, okay, where do I want to be? What do I want to do? And is £15 an hour going to get me there? And that is what I've put. Like I say, I'm putting all of this into a live presentation, which I really would love for you guys to join me on, so don't forget to reach out. So I want to kind of just jump forward a little bit. Now there's a lot more I'm going to include in the live presentation for you, but I want to jump forward to something that I created right at the beginning of lockdown 1.0. It was the very first lockdown we had. Now I decided to create a subscription model. Okay, now the reason why I'm telling you this is because you obviously can see there that you're earning £15.36 per hour. Okay, so if we just let me look at that on a weekly basis. I ain't got it there on a weekly basis. Okay, so let me just fast forward to this, because what I did at the beginning of lockdown, I created a subscription model. Okay, I created a subscription model for my clients. Now if I created a subscription model, then you can create a subscription model too. So the reason why this was important is because it's guaranteed money coming into the account, it's serving your clients without touching your clients, and it was a extra guaranteed income each month. So what I did, I created a subscription model, and how it worked this was at the beginning of lockdown. I signed up 25 people doing a subscription. Now these 25 people were paying me £70 a month for my products, my advice and my services. Okay, now by doing this, what I had then done, I'd created a guaranteed monthly income from that. So I created a £1,750 a month income from that service I included, which is £403 a week. So now if we go back to your weekly salary as, say, a nail technician, your weekly salary on when we took into account all these expenses was £353. By me including a subscription model, I have more than doubled that by creating this subscription model. And that was something that I managed to do within the first month of lockdown. So if you can create a subscription model at a time when people are scared, panicking, don't know what's happening, then you can create that at any time you want. And the reason why I share that with you is because I want people to understand that these clients you're following, your tribe, still want you. They still want you. They still need you. They need you more now than ever before. But it's how you deliver that service, okay? We can't always touch clients, and we shouldn't always rely on touching clients. How can we serve? How can we serve our clients, and how can we get creative and learn how to serve them on different levels? And this is what is going to increase your monthly income, increase your weekly income, and give you guaranteed money coming into your bank account without solely relying on touching your clients. So yeah, I wanted to really share that with you. And like I said, I'm going into real depth with this on the presentation. But it's time to work on the business. It is time to work on the business and not in the business, because you'll get caught up in that rat race. And what will happen is you will continue to work the way you are working well into your retirement, or retire on £600 a month for all these years of hard work and training as well. I've not even taken into account all these little extra training courses we do as nail technicians, these little seminars, the workshops, everything that we do and we spend our money on. And it's because we're so passionate about what we do, which is fantastic, but we need to put that passion into more passive ways of generating money rather than all the active ways, and not think about the money at the end of the week. Think about the money at the end of the year by creating content, by creating online, by creating subscription, by creating retail. That is where we need to be looking, because we want to know that when we're sat in the Maldives or in Benidorm, wherever you fancy, when we're sat there chilling out in our sun lounger, we've got our bank account pinging and we have got money coming in. And that is what we deserve as beauty entrepreneurs. So it's time to break the mold. It is time to break out the mold. It's time to be unstoppable. And it is time to use these years and years of knowledge, skills, training, and value that you have inside you. It's time to use these differently. You are not just a time for money exchange service. You are a value, knowledge creator, consultant, advisor. That is what you are. So it is now time to start looking at that and leveraging that and create a more sustainable, profitable business model that works when you don't. I want you to earn money while you're asleep. I do. I wake up in the morning and I've had X amount transferred to my account because I have signed people up to this. I've got people booked into that. I've got, subscription models. I've got coaching calls booked in. I've got retail selling online. I have created ways of creating more semi-passive ways of generating revenue, and that is what I am here to teach you to do. So if you want to know more and you think, damn, that has blown my mind, I really want to know more about these facts and figures and how I can help you create ways to start you on this journey of more free time and more money. So make sure you reach out on my social media. Find me, BBB Tribe. If you found this has been quite interesting, or if you're listening to this and think, God, my niece is getting into nails right now, or so-and-so's doing that and she's always moaning she's got no money, share the podcast with them. I think it's really important that people hear the facts and the figures of how we are working and how we're expected to work, how we're taught to work as well. We're not taught to run a business, we're just taught to do a service treatment and exchange time for money. And we're more than that, okay? So share it. And if you've enjoyed this, then please leave a review. I would love to see your reviews pop up. You can leave a review through Apple. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to connect with me on social media if you want to join the live presentation. The live presentation will probably be going ahead towards the end of March, beginning of April. So make sure you connect with me so you don't miss I think it's about an hour long full presentation on, why your business model is broken and what we can do to help you. So see you soon, guys. Have a beautiful day wherever you are and take care. Bye for now.